and welcome back to Mariana Mass Books. My name is Mariana and today I am here with a tarot tube video. I just filmed my book haul, my holiday book haul, which I uploaded recently, and I also wanted to do my holiday deck haul because I of course got some decks over the holidays that I hadn't shown you guys and that I wanted to show off. I'm very excited because I have a lot of Marseille. I don't have a lot of decks, I just have 5. So when I say a lot, I mean the majority of the 5, meaning 3, are Marseille. I'm very excited about Marseille at the moment. So if you are interested in my tarot tube content, which thank you so much, here goes my holiday deck haul. As I said, I have 5 decks I want to show you. I have 3 Marseille, 1 Oracle, and 1 RWS based deck. So I am going to start with the Oracle and I am going to timestamp the video down below so you can either watch everything or skip to whichever type of decks you are interested in. So I'm going to start with the Oracle, and this is called the Cabinet of Curiosities Oracle deck. I got it on Etsy from the shop Mildred. I will of course leave a link down below. It came in this little pouch which is very beautiful, and it had also the like a cardboard thingy with the name of the deck, but I took that off and I don't have it anymore. But yeah, it came in this pouch, and this one I got because it's one of those types of decks that's just random objects in the card. So it just has random objects, and I've always been curious about these types of decks. You know, like the Patrick Valenza's mini, what's it? I'm forgetting the names of the decks, you guys. You know which one I'm talking about. It's a mini oracle by Patrick Valenza that has just objects, and it has the name of the object, like a hand or an eye or that type of thing. Mildred Payne's something or other. And I love that deck. And I've always been curious about it, and whenever I see people using it in spreads, I love the way it looks, but it's so creepy. It's so creepy, and I don't do creepy, so I've never gotten it for that reason. And then, for instance, there's also the you know that big Kickstarter, the green Glyphs, that everyone received and did their videos, and the oracle from that Kickstarter also is random objects, and I was very interested in that one because it also had very original items in the cards. Like there was even a friendly dinosaur or something like that. But the Kickstarter was so expensive. Even if you only got one deck, and the shipping to Mexico was super expensive. Another one that I forgot to mention is the Empty Cup Oracle. I also love that one, but it's also very expensive. And I love these types of decks, but I have never used them. I've always been curious if I could read with these types of decks. So I've always wanted to buy one, but again, Mildred Payne, too creepy, Earthbound, not my style, Green Leaves, too expensive, and I saw this one, and this one is very cute. It's very cute, and I like the design, and so when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, okay, it was a reasonable price, and so I thought, okay, yeah, I can do this one. Like, I'm going to get this one to see if I can read with something like this. So it comes like this with the cards, and then the pouch that you saw, and it has this tiny it's not really a guidebook, it just has the like the card, and it has a couple of words. I'm going to be honest, I don't use this. I have used this for a couple of readings, and so far I really enjoy it paired with Marseille. I mean, I've only used it paired with my Marseille, but I get the, like, I can read with it, with the meaning I get. um I've seen, like, I've checked this, and the words that are chosen never make sense to me. Sometimes in oracles people try to be very self-helpy, oracle creators, and so I love the deck. I do not agree necessarily with the words that are here, so I just use it by myself without the thingy. So this is the Cabinet of Curiosities Oracle deck by Mildred. I will link the Etsy shop down below. Oh, and I always forget, these are the backs. These are the backs of the cards. Okay, so I'm going to show you the RWS based deck, and I'm going to end with Marseille. If you saw my live conversation that I did with Julie at Peekaboo Rose, I will link it down below if you haven't seen it. There is a question that Julie asks that is, why is the one that got away? Like the one deck that you loved that you couldn't get. And in that video I mentioned what was the one that got away. The deck that I love and that I that hadn't gone back to print, and that I was very sad about it. And then someone in the comments, and I'm purposefully not telling you which is it is, because I'm trying to make it surprise if you haven't seen that conversation. So I mentioned that one, and then someone in the comments said that they were actually reprinting the deck in at the end of the year. I don't remember what date. And so I was so excited, I of course bought it. And because I live in Mexico, but I had family that live in the US that were coming to visit for the holidays. And so a lot of these that I'm showing you are decks that my family brought from the States, that I ordered to their home, and then they brought it to me, and so I saved on shipping. So the Oracle deck I just showed you, my uncle brought me that one. And then the one that got away, that didn't get away because I got it, is the Darkness of Light Tarot, which I absolutely love. Like, I've shown this to my mom, to my cousin, and yeah, when they see it, it's like, yeah, that is such a Mariana aesthetic in terms of like fantasy, and so I'm so excited I finally have it. I think it's still in order because I actually haven't used it for reading, and I didn't anticipate using it very soon. I got it because I wanted to have it, because I love it. But at the moment, I'm very either into Marseille or my Centennial, the RWS, and I'm not like looking for getting more decks, more RWS decks. I do have my eye on more Marseille. But I bought it anyway, even though I knew that I wasn't going to use it anytime soon. My cousin really wants a reading with this one, so maybe I will use it soon. But for myself, I got it because I wanted it. Usually when I have decks that are super well known, like this one, I don't like to take them out and show them because it's too much hassle. But this one is so beautiful that I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just going to quickly flip through it. Oh, I'm going to tell you a funny anecdote from the holidays from a non-tarot reader uncle, but it's tarot related. I'm going to tell you while I flip through this deck. Because why not? Because I don't know how to make short videos. I always have to talk and talk and ramble. So this is the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Darkness of Light. As you can see, it's very new because I haven't used it. And something great is that it is linen cardstock, so it's like gorgeous. And the bags are just one of my favorite bags ever. Oh, that's another video I want to do, the my favorite tags video. My favorite bags, I mean, my favorite bags. That's another one I want to do, so maybe I'll do that one also. I love this because it reminds me of House Stark. At the moment I'm rewatching Game of Thrones with my mom, and so I'm very much into a Game of Thrones mindset. So I'm like, oh my gosh, is this House Stark or what? Like, I honestly think that this deck was created because the creator is a fan of Game of Thrones, and it's kind of like, for me, this is kind of like an unofficial Game of Thrones deck. Like, honestly, you cannot see this deck and tell me that it's not Game of Thrones based. You can't. Okay, so I'm going to flip through the deck while I tell you a funny anecdote. So I was at my grandmother's house, and my aunt who brought me this deck, she gave it to me, and she was like, oh, here's your tarot deck. And my uncle, who is actually her husband, he is the most atheist, non-believer, skeptic, hates anything related with believing in stuff that's not science, like that type of person. So obviously tarot is like, no. I've already done a reading for my aunt, his wife, and I find that hilarious because he hates it so much, and I'm already reading for her. But anyway, so the thing is that she brings me the deck, and so I am showing it to my cousin who's there because she's also a Game of Thrones fan. So we're flipping through the deck, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And my uncle, my skeptic non-believer uncle, he asks me if I can show him when the Five of Cups comes up, if I can show him the card. And I'm like, yeah, sure, like random, but sure. So we are flipping through the deck, and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, we reached the Five of Cups. And he asks, oh, is the person in the card wearing a black cape? And so I think he is wearing a black cape in this one. Let's skip to the cups. Five of Cups. Okay, yeah, so it's not like a super, I mean, yeah, he's kind of wearing a black cape. So I'm like, why do you want to know? I'm not flipping anymore. I'm just telling you the story. So I'm like, why do you want to know if the guy has a black cape? And then he tells me, so he's a non-believer, but he's very much a believer in Messi, the soccer player. I was going to say football, but that's British and Mexican. Soccer. Messi, the Argentinian soccer player, is his personal god. He doesn't believe in God, but he believes in Messi. And so he's telling me that in the World Cup, if you are not a sports person, Argentina won. And he was very happy about that because, again, Messi is his god. But when Argentina was going to play the final, 5 players took out tarot cards, and they said, we are going to guess which card we get. And if one of the 5 guesses the card that they get, then that means we're going to win. And Messi guessed the 5 of Cups, and he got the 5 of Cups, and Argentina won. So because Argentina won and Messi guessed his tarot card, the 5 of Cups was like an iconic card. And so when they went to get the cup, they dressed him, or they put a black cape on him. And I told him, in the like traditional RWS tarot, the 5 of Cups is wearing a black cape. And so I showed him a picture in my phone of the RWS Five of Cups. And when he saw it, he got so excited because he was like, oh yes, that's Messi's cape. Oh my gosh, now it makes sense, blah blah blah. And he was so excited. And we were all laughing because again, he's like the most like anti this kind of stuff, and we were laughing because when he was like, oh, show me the Five of Cups, my cousin and I looked at each other and we were like, that's weird, why is Enrique wanting to know something like esoteric and woo woo or whatever or however you want to call it? We were just messing around. And then he's like, oh, it's not esoteric, it's not woo woo, it's nothing like that. And then when he told us the story and Messi actually gets his card and they won, we were like, oh my gosh, so it was totally esoteric and magic, like tarot worked. And we were all laughing. And I know maybe you don't find the story funny, but I wanted to tell you the anecdote because I thought it was funny. And it's holiday related and tarot related. So yeah, this is the Darkness of Light. I'm so excited to have it. And I will move on with my Marseille decks. The first Marseille I'm going to show you, I'm actually keeping in this plain pouch temporarily while I find a more beautiful pouch appropriate for it because it deserves it. I had actually bought this very beautiful pouch and sadly it doesn't fit. You have no idea the level of tragedy that this is in my life because this is a perfect pouch, like the colors match perfectly, and I am devastated that it doesn't fit, and I am debating on like cutting up the pouch and somehow making a bigger pouch out of this pouch because it's so perfect. Anyway, meanwhile I have it in this plain pouch. Guys, I did something stupid. I filmed the entire CHATTY flip through of this deck, and I wasn't filming. I am so mad, and I don't know how detailed it's going to be. So maybe I'll flip through this quicker because I had already talked through it. So here goes again. So this is the deck, Eduardo Dotti Facsimile by Deviant Moon. I don't remember if I had already said that. In case you didn't know, Patrick Valenza at Deviant Moon does facsimiles of historical Marseille decks. So it's not in order, but here is the full, and just look how beautiful the colors and everything is. So I'm just going to show you side by side so you can mourn with me. Look at the colors. Yes, the ochres, the pinks, the blues, and now look at it side by side with the pouch and tell me if it is not a perfect match. The ochres, this color from the cards, the pinks, the everything, this color is this color, this color is this color, this color is this color. It's literally the colors of the deck. Moving on. Okay, I just want to say one of my favorite things about this deck is the square corners. I love a good historical Marseille with square corners. It's gorgeous, I'm obsessed. Please enjoy the square corners. So this is a Marseille deck. You know how they look. I'm not going to flip through everything. I'm not going to show you everything. I will show you the pips. So you have here the ones. Here you have the coins. And let's see, here you have cups. I wish I was showing it in more detail, but I already filmed it and I don't want to film it anymore. Again, so because it's so beautiful that I wanted to, I showed it to you better and everything, and but I don't want to film me again. So, okay, you have cups, you have wands, you have coins. And now let's find the swords. Oh, I do have like a fun fact about this. Look at the beautiful chariot. Look, and because it's a facsimile, like the letters are not complete. I love that. Oh, these are the bags. I don't remember if this was filmed or not, but these are the bags, which are gorgeous, by the way. Also, my favorite bags. Like, this will be in my favorite bags video. I'll put it like this because I'm... Yeah, so let's see. Look, beautiful, beautiful coins. I want to find the Empress because there is okay, yeah, there is a fun story. Oh, look, here are swords, which I hadn't shown you, and then there is a fun story about the Empress. The Empress in Marseille decks usually has here an eagle in the shield, and the eagle is like the heraldic symbol of the Vatican. In this deck, I think it's the only, I don't know if it's the only Italian deck that does this, or the only deck period that does this, but there is no eagle in the shield. And this is, most likely done for political reasons. Like, it's a very political statement from Eduardo Dotti that he didn't put the Vatican symbol in the Empress. And I think that is a super cool detail from this deck, and I wish I knew the full story. So this is a fact that I learned in Justin Michael's video, a channel that you should totally watch if you haven't. But I'm going to leave it at that because I'm tired and I've been filming for a long time and I still have 2 more decks to go, and I am going to gush about those 2, and I already filmed this one. The next 2 decks that I have to show you are actually the same deck but in different sizes, which is the only deck that I have in 2 different sizes. And this is a big size, and it is okay, it looks bigger because the pouch is big, but it's actually standard tarot size, okay? Yeah. So this does have a beautiful pouch. It's this pouch, and this one I saw recommended on Justin Michael's channel, again Justin Michael's channel, and I am so in love with this deck that you have no idea. So this one, I do have the talk box. I'm keeping it in the pouch, but I saved the talk box for the video, and this is the talk box. It is the Mamanmiyuki Tarot de Marseille. So it is a Japanese artist. This one is a drawing or a redrawing by the artist. I don't know if that's the artist's name or artistic name, but it is a redrawing of the Pierre Madenier historic deck, which is my favorite historic deck. And I know it's a very basic thing because I think it's everyone's favorite, but it really is my favorite. So this is a redrawing of the Pierre Madenier, and by this artist Mamanmiyuki, and you can see here in the 2 of coins the signature, Mamanmiyuki 2013. And so I'm going to show you. So the cards are based on the Pierre Madenier. So if you know the Pierre Madenier, then you know the cards. I think this one is in order because I have used the mini one, which I'll show you in a second. So this is the deck, and look, it's just so beautiful and like gentle, and I don't know, it's just so cute. It's a cute Marseille. So the colors are beautiful. Look at the magician. Like this has my favorite temperance card ever. Like not just Marseille, ever, including Marseille, RWS, wherever, of all my decks, this has my favorite temperance card. Look, oh, it's so beautiful, I can't. Look, it's like, it feels like it almost feels like it was colored pencils. I don't know if it is, but it kind of, I mean, it feels, it has that vibe. I don't know. So let me find temperance. Okay, here's temperance. My favorite temperance card in my entire collection, and the Pierre Madenier has 10 parents. Yeah, I love her. And so I'm going to finish flipping through the majors since it's in order. And the Tower, beautiful. Star, beautiful. Moon, beautiful. And then I'm just going to skip to the pips. So here you have the ones. Look, the colors, everything. You know. And then these are, you know, the courts. And then these are the cups. This is the ace. And look at the two of cups, please. Just, are you kidding me? Stunning. It's stunning. I love this deck. I think it's my current favorite deck. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, the cups, and then the swords, the ace. Look at this. I mean, oh, I hadn't shown you the backs. I was going to show them at the end, but you know, I guess I'll show them now. Look, they are beautiful. This it's like this, like bluish, purplish, lavender, soft color. I'm telling you, it's like a soft, cute Marseille. I mean, the Pierre Madenier is a soft, cute Marseille anyway, but this redrawing makes it even more soft and cute. Look, the sword. And finally, the coins. You have the two of coins, which is actually my least favorite card in a Marseille, and I think that's also an unpopular opinion. Look, beautiful, beautiful coins. And the quartz. Okay, so I'm going to put this back, and then I'll show you the final, which is the mini version of the Mamanmiyuki. Finally, we have the mini version of the Mamanmiyuki. It's the same deck that I showed you earlier, but it's the mini version. And this is a funny story because I actually bought this first, the mini version first. But I got it because I've been enjoying small decks. I've been loving the marshmallow, and so I thought that this was going to be kind of like marshmallow Marseille size, but it's actually not. It's actually tiny. I mean, look how tiny it is. And this is the box. When you see the cards, it's ridiculous. So I bought this one thinking it was going to be marshmallow size, but it should actually be called Tiny Mamanmiyuki instead of Mini Mamanmiyuki because it's teeny tiny. And so I got the deck, and one of the reasons I got the mini version was, one, because I'm really enjoying the small Marseille decks, but two, because I love the backs. I think these, I don't know, I was going to say I like these more, and I thought I liked them more, which is why I bought it. But I don't know, I really love the other lavender ones. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the deck. But anyway, so I bought this one, and then when it got here, it was so tiny that I thought I'm not going to be able to use this. It's too tiny. It's like it's going to be hard to manipulate. You know that I have a hard time with my hands. You know this because I always tell you when I show you deck mods that my mom helps me because it's hard for me, and so small things like tiny things are very hard to manipulate. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to use this deck. But I was so bummed because I love the Pierre Marinier and I love this version. And I was like, I need to have it. I need to have it in my collection. And so I got I'll show you the bags in a second. And so I got, look, it's so mini, like it's tiny. And so I got so I went and bought the standard version because I was like, I love this deck, I need it in my collection, and I want to use it because I'm going to use it all the time. Look, the mini temperance, so cute. So I went ahead and bought the standard size because I was like, oh no, I want it, but I'm not going to be able to use it. So I went ahead and got the standard size. And turns out that the one I've been using is the mini because my altar is now super crowded. And so I have a small space for my cards, and when I want to do bigger spreads I don't use my altar. My altar is more for like quick pulls and just leave them out kind of thing, and so I need small decks that fit in my altar, and so this one is absolutely perfect because it fits so many cards because it's tiny. So I have been using this one and I haven't used the standard size. So now I'm like, maybe I should have just stick with this one. But that's a lie. That's a lie. I don't think that. I'm glad that I have both versions. I love it so much. Okay, so I'm going to show you the bags. And look, the bags of this one are pink. And it has tiny bunnies. Can you see? Oh, no, you can't because it's out of frame. Can you see the tiny bunny? It has a tiny bunny here and a tiny bunny here. I mean, come on. They are pink Marseille bags with tiny bunnies. Like, how can you not love? Of course I had to get this version. Of course now I'm glad I have the other one and I love the other bags as well, but I just think this is adorable. Completely adorable. Like, honestly, if I did again the tag of the cute decks or adorable decks or something like that, I don't remember the official name of the tag, this would be it. I mean, it's tiny, it's it's adorable. Like, the faces are adorable in the Pierre Marinier. Look at this face and tell me it's not adorable. The faces are adorable, the colors are adorable, and it has tiny bunnies in the back. What's not to love about this one? So this is a mini Mamanmiyuki Marseille, based on the Pierre Marinier from, I believe it's 1709, the Pierre Marinier, I think. But yeah, so those are my decks. I don't have any more. I can show up now. It's a long video. So those are my decks. I am so excited. I am going to be taking a Marseille course this year. I was going to be taking it at the beginning of the year, but things happened and I haven't been able to enroll, but I am going to enroll. So I don't know, maybe there will be Marseille videos in the future. So yeah, this is my deck haul, holiday deck haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I was going to film another video after this, But I have to be honest, I've been talking for a long time and I had to refilm an entire segment of this video. So I'm not in the mood anymore, so I'm not going to do it. But I will film more bookish videos, and then I will film other tech videos as well. I want to do the Valentine's one. I want to show you the oracles I've made. And what did I say? Oh, my favorite bags. So yeah, I don't know when, but I will do all those. So I hope you're having a good week. I will leave it at that. I never know what to say at the end. If you like book content and tarot content, more book content than tarot, I have to be honest, at least at the moment. If you enjoy it, then stick around. Yeah, that will be it. I hope you're having a good week. And I always wish you happy reading at the end of my videos, and it makes sense for books, but it also makes sense for cards. So, happy reading.